All right, all right, all right, all right. Refresh. Hello, hello. Welcome to JB's Crochet. I should make a little sign that says JB's Crochet. Where are you at? There she be. All right. All right. Chat, chat, chat. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just in case I see any questions. So we completed. I'm going to pull this up a little bit, I think. All right. So we completed the first 11 rows yesterday, and so, or the last time we were here, and so today we are going to do, we're going to work our way from about here, which is row 12, to roughly, maybe in here, 22 or 23, somewhere in there, depending, how much time we have, we'll see. So we are going to start row 12, which is, whoops, I caught my yarn here. We have on either side of these two dark pinks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that black cat is hanging around out here. Sorry. I just saw a cat go by in my yard, and he's been using the toity outside. Hello, everybody. And I do not want an outdoor cat making a bathroom of my backyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 light pink on either side of our two dark pinks. So I got myself a foam board so I can leave my chart like this off to the side, upright, and I can keep it like this. And then I went and bought a cheap $8 light, so you can kind of see my hands lit up. Cool beans. These are so much fun to make. I'm telling you right now, they just are. And you can make this in any color you want. All right, we're gonna leave the bee right there. All right, so 14 is what it was. Okay. So I am going to put that pink over there, that pink over there, and the dark pink. There's not a lot of room to work, I'm telling you right now. Oof. Oopsies. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Working without hitting things. Okay. All right. So I got my dark pink here ready to go. I'm going to put my bee over there. Oh my goodness, you're up to the white already? I have not been working ahead, Erin, Miss Overachiever. I am working a little bit at a time each time, so I can show you how to do this. But isn't that brighter? Oh, I'm loving that light. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Here, I'm gonna move it over here, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, that makes that so much easier to see. Ah, love it. Trying to get it done. So you won't be here for the next two. Ah, okay. That works. As long as you're able to follow that chart, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to start our row, and I'm going to yarn over, go into that chain space right there, draw up my loop. So I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5. All right, and then I'm going to yarn over, go into that last stitch I came out of. Oh, I'm loving the way this looks on my phone already. It doesn't look as bright on my computer screen, but on my phone it looks so bright. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up our loop. You're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Pull through all 5. I should have said yarn over and go through all 5. And there's 2. All right, so we're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. There's 3. Yarn over, go into the last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, go through all 5. So that is 4. Yours is, I need to see a picture, Erin. So let me start over. We yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, you have 5 on your hook, yarn over, go through all 5. And apparently this cake decided it wanted to come play with us. Okay. Fine, lay on your side. We'll pull you from your, we'll let him lay on his side. He's tired apparently, or she's tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5, all right, we'll yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. So we have 6, 7, wait till we do the color changes and you start to see the heart come out. Wait, hold on, you're ahead of me, so you already are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13, and then we gotta do one more before we change, or as we change colors, okay? So we're gonna yarn over, go into the last stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up our loop. But instead of yarning over and finishing it with the same color, we're gonna drop it behind the work. And I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna try some slip knots. So I'm gonna pull up a slip knot. Okay. And I'm going to pull that through all 5 loops and pull down on the light pink so it tightens it up. Well, I might have to come back and do that after I do a stitch or 2. So we're going to do our 2 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up our loop. We have our 5 pink loops, dark pink. We're going to yarn over, go through all 5, yarn over, go into that last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. But instead of finishing with the dark pink, we're going to pull in our second cake of the sparkle pink. So I'm going to make a quick slip knot. You don't have to do the slip knot, but I'm just trying something different. I don't know what the slip knot's going to do to have it there. I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest. So I don't even know if I need to do it. So we're going to we're going to finish the rest of our row with the sparkle pink. And then I'll come back and I'll tighten down those 2 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, go into that last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up our loop, yarn over, and go through all 5 on our hook. So I'm going to go through and tighten those down a little bit. So there's our 2 dark pink. I'm going to take my watch off. It's in my way, kind of. All right, so we're going to keep going. So we have 1 done. We need 14 total. So we'll do 13 more. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next one, and this is the tail of the sparkle pink I'm just crocheting over. So I'm going to pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. So I'm just going to keep doing this all the way across until I get to the end. I'm trying to keep this tail on top of my work and make sure I'm not accidentally pulling it through. You're welcome, Erin. I'm just, you know, I wish I could express how amazing it feels to have people making this with me, and how grateful y'all are for learning how to do this. I mean, by doing the cat's meow blanket, I was able to teach myself this knotted half double, and then I can see now why the person who created the cat's meow blanket likes this stitch for this very reason with making images. It's just, it's fun, it's somewhat easy, and yeah, the color changing is cool. Let's see, we're getting close to the end. Still got a little bit of a cough, although I don't have to really feel like I don't feel like I have to clear my throat much today, so last stitch here, so we're gonna yarn over, go into the last one we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, and make sure we find, remember we have to kind of roll it to the side a little bit to find the V on the top, and then pull up our loop under that, yarn over, and go through all 5. So like I said, with this pink on this end and then the pink on the other end, we won't have to change colors until we get past the heart. So these are going to basically just, you know, there's not going to be any color changes at the ends of our rows now. So we're just those tails here, and then we'll have these same tails at the top when we do the row color changes. So I'm going to show you here. So right now I have my second peak coming across my yarn from the other two. So I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to flip it this way instead of the other way like I was doing yesterday. And now all of my yarns are straight towards the cakes or skeins that they're coming from. And so that's what we'll do. We'll flip this way for the next row, we'll flip back this way, we'll keep flipping like this. We're not going to keep flipping the same direction, so that way if you flip the same direction every time with multiple strands like this, it will eventually, get all twisted really, really badly. So this will help us to keep it from twisting. I think, yep, it is a nice break from blankets. Oh, I forgot to chain one at the end of the row and all that explanation. And then I like to take the yarn and put it behind like that. So I'm gonna, oops, I flipped it over again. I'm gonna mark off row 12 over here on the side, because now I don't have to pivot in front. So I'm just marking off row 12 right there. All right, now, oh, let me bring this back. All right, so now on either side of the heart, so it's a symmetrical heart, so we're gonna have the same on either side. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is gonna be an easy several rows because it's one less each time. So 13 and 13 and 4 in between. So 13 sparkle pink on either side and 4 dark pink in the middle there, okay? And so we'll just keep working our way up. I keep flipping it over like I need to. All right, so 13 of the sparkle pink. So we yarn over, go into that chain space right there, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over and go through all 5. Yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. All right, so we need 13 of these. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to take and cut this down out of the way, the tail that I crocheted over. Excuse me. All right, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And this is 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. And we're not going to finish the 13th. We're going to drop that sparkle pink back behind, and we're actually going to pull the dark pink through all 5 loops, but we're going to loosen this up a little, make sure it's not too loose but not too tight. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over, go underneath it and into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, so you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go underneath it again, and into the next stitch. So that right there is that knot from the slip knot. I don't know if you guys, there you can see it. So yarn over, pull up your loop. So you're gonna have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5. I almost said 4 for some reason, I don't know why. Alright, so we need 3 more. So we're gonna yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, yarn over, go into the next stitch. We have 5 loops. We're going to yarn over and go through all 5. Alright, so let me move that out of the way. So here's our next one, but we're going to go into the last one we came out of, yarn over, go into the next one. So we have 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, go through all 5. Alright, now that was 3. We're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up our loop. This is our 4th one, so we're going to drop the dark pink. Excuse me. I'm going to pick up my last one here. Alright, and then I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. Yarn over, go underneath it and into the last stitch you came out of. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. Now, I did not plan well for this, but this actually worked out well where it goes across here and it hides well. So, and this may end up being like the back side of my flag. I always have a front and a back. It doesn't matter. Cool. Alright, so we have 1 done. We need 12 more. So we're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop. So a light pink and dark pink sparkle sounds pretty, and then purple and purple and light purple would be pretty too, and dark blue. That sounds, all those colors sound really pretty for this flag. Hello, Maritza. So, as much as I've planned on making my lives into recordings, I'm just gonna make separate recordings of other stuff and just make these, you know, lives. Alright, so I'm gonna continue across here for a total of 13 on this side of the pink. So we have 13 over here and 13 over here. I know, purples in this would be very pretty. And you know what? Hobby Lobby has a dark purple in sparkle. I don't know if they have a light purple, but they have a dark purple. And it's like a grape purple with the silver sparkle in it. And then a light purple with that. Ooh, that would be pretty. I might have to utilize that option for like maybe an Easter flag, because purple and Easter go well together. Hem, thinking. Alright, so last stitch on this row. We yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of. We pull up our loop, we yarn over, and we find that last stitch on top here. And we pull up our loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. And then we chain 1 to finish that row, because that's how I say it. And I'm going to mark off row 13 off to the side here, and then I will show you our next row. Alright, so now we're going to do row 14. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? I'm just counting just to reiterate how, you know, we're still going to be doing 1 less each row until we get up to here. So we're going to do 12 light pink, 6 dark pink, and then 12 again. So 12, 6, and 12. Let me take a quick drink. I have to reach for it because I didn't set it down in the right spot. Oh my gosh, they have a lavender sparkle. If that's the case, could y'all imagine doing a dark purple and light purple and sparkle with this thing? Yes, please. Alright, so this time with flipping it, this time doesn't matter. Just remember, whatever way you flip back the opposite way. So I'm going to take mine and flip this way, take my yarn and put it behind my hook, and then we're going to do 12 of the sparkle pink, 12 of the sparkle pink, and then 6 of the dark pink, and then 12 again. Alright, so yarn over, go into that chain space, pull up your loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, go through all 5 loops. Alright, so we want 12 stitches. So that was 1, 2, 3. Dang it, this cough and this silly throat. 4, 5, 6. I'm really excited if they have a lavender sparkle. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is 12 that we don't finish. We drop our yarn, we pick up the dark pink, which is right here, and we draw a loop through all 5. Make sure this isn't too tight. We kind of I pull on it to loosen it up a little bit, and then I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, and make sure you go underneath that dark pink as well. pull up your loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink again, and into the next stitch, draw up your loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. Okay? And then I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, and go through all 5. Oh, Big Twist has lavender sparkle. Oh, but their lavender sparkle, doesn't it have like a colored sparkle in it instead of a silver? Alright, there's 3. Here's 4. And then 5. And then we're going to make sure we pick this up. Okay? So we're going to go under, go in front of it, but go into the last stitch we came out of. Draw up our loop. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over with we're going to drop the dark pink, pick up the sparkle pink, and pull through all 5 loops on our hook. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dark pink stitches there. Okay? So we're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, yarn over, go into the next stitch, go through all 5. Okay? So it's working up. Woo, you saw it this morning. Well, I'm excited because I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby tonight. Much to my husband's dismay. So we want 12 of them across here. So we have 1 done. Here's 2. 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby this evening and get yarn to start making my Tunisian rainbow gigabyte blanket for my ooh, y'all, he loves sparkle, so I might actually try to buy as much of it in sparkle as I can. Or I might do, he loves the sparkle black, so I might do the sparkle black for its border. Wouldn't that be awesome? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Oops. 8. 9. Ooh, I have an idea for Easter. 10. 11, and I'll tell you my idea here in just a second. I gotta keep counting. Oh, last stitch. I always make sure I explain this part. Yarn over, go into the last one you came out of, pull up your loop, yarn over, and I know it looks like a jumbled mess right here, but you just, you know, you can kind of sort of see the V right here on top, and that's the V you want to make sure you get. So you just kind of, you know, wiggle your hook into that and pull up your loop, yarn over, and go through all 5, chain 1. Okay, now let's see, I need to go let's see I need to flip mine this way without catching all the yarn on my hook handle. And then, okay, so my idea for Easter, I think, because I really want to make a cross, and so I was thinking I could do a dark purple background with a light purple in the middle, and then, but I know not everybody is religious, and I want to make sure that I include other people, so what I might do is I might make myself the cross one, but then I might do something else for Easter, or at least for that month, for March. April, where I can make something a little more secular and give that away as a giveaway for some, you know, for somebody that may want it. That, you know, if you guys want to Enter to win a flag that I've made. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the big twist has the colored yarn. Okay. All right, so I just finished row 14. I need to mark that off so I know where I'm at here. So yeah. Well, that way, so, you know, if somebody wanted to make something different, they could make it, you know, that. So like I said, I might do the cross for myself. I might do 2 that month and then do the cross for myself, but also do one that's not religious, and so that way people can make one for themselves from my design without it being, you know, like religious. Okay, so we did 12 and 12, 6 and 12. So now we're gonna do 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're doubling the middle and we're taking one away from the outside. So we're 11 sparkle pink and 8 dark pink. All right, so we're gonna yarn over, go into the first chain space there, pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5. All right, so we want 11 of these. So we need 10 more. So here's 2 and 3. 3, 4, 5. So what do you mean by a granny square, Amanda? 5, 6. Yes, I saw that you would totally make a cross with me, and that's what I was responding to. So I want to make a cross for, you know, those of us that are religious, and then make something not, so that way other people can have something to make too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. Oh, so you mean doing 8. So making a background like this and then doing a cross in a motif style, like granny square motifs on top of it. 9, right? 3, 6, 9. And then 10, and then I said 11, correct? Yeah, 11. So this next one, we're going to drop our sparkle, pick up our dark pink, pull it through all 5 loops, loosen it up a little bit, yarn over, go under the dark pink into the last stitch you came out of, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink into the next stitch, pull up a loop. So you're gonna have 5 dark pink on your hook, yarn over, go through all 5. Oh, okay, so you would just do it different. Okay, I see what you mean. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. This tail, I tell you what. 5, 6. I think I'll pull it up here. I did not yarn over. Here's 7. And then I grabbed the dark or the sparkle pink on the second half of that 7th one. So then I'm gonna yarn over, go into that last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, keeping this dark pink on top of my work here, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, but you're gonna drop the pink down, pick up the light pink, and go through all 5. Alright, so we're gonna yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. And then I'm gonna take the dark pink and just kind of keep it tight a little bit. Alright, and then we're gonna do 10 more for a total of 11 on this side of the sparkle pink. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then last one we yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, find that last stitch, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5, chain 1 to finish that row. All my strands are going straight out for my work, so I don't need to worry about which direction I'm flipping. I just need to remember that I need to do it the opposite way next time. I'm running out of lead in this pencil. Alright, so I'm marking off row 15. Alright, so just to remind you, we're going to do 1 less sparkle pink, so we have 10 sparkle pink, 10 dark pink, and 10 sparkle pink again. So this is where we go, you know, and that way you know you have 30 across, 10, 10, and 10. So 10 sparkle on each side and 10 dark in the center of the heart. Alright, so I'm going to take it and flip it this way, put my yarn to the back. Oh my goodness, Melissa, you're fine. You're in the house now. Alright, yarn over, go into that chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then go through all 5. Alright, so we're going to do 10 sparkle, 10 dark, 10 sparkle. So we have 1, this is 2, no worries. I hope he feels better and kicks that fever quickly. 3, 4. I can't remember, Melissa, are you following this? Or are you just watching to just watch? 5. I hope we're not dropping Nintendos upstairs because we're mad. 6. And 7. And 8. I really hope this is not boring just listening to me count. 9 and 10, but we're not going to finish the 10. Well, with the same color. We're going to drop it down and pick up our dark pink right here. Pull it through all 5. Loosen it up a little bit. Yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of under that dark pink too. Pull up your loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. Well, hello, Izzy. I'm sorry if you didn't hear me. Hello, Miss Glow. How are you? Miss Gloria is in the house. All right. So that's 1. We want 10 dark pink. So this is going to be 2, 3, 4. I am doing better. I still have a lingering-ish cough, but also I'm talking a lot on here, you know, describing my process of making this heart flag. All my kiddos and my family are finally over all the sickness in the house, thank goodness. So I am making this into a garden flag. That I have one of those little garden flag holders out in front of my house that I hang this from. So when you see me doing this and I was talking at the same time, I was actually talking and counting, seeing how many I had. So I have 6 done. This is 7. 8. You know what, I'm gonna grab this pink on the second half here. So I'm gonna yarn over, snag the pink, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5. Well, Erin, tomorrow, good luck with your appointment. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to push back going live until probably like 2. Because you just reminded me that my appointment I have tomorrow is at 1, I think. Alright, so I'm going to yarn over, go into that last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, drop my dark pink, pull up my sparkle, go through all 5, yarn over, go into that last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. So these are the knotted half double crochets here. Yeah, 2:30 Central Time. I don't know yet. Alright, so that was 1. This is 2. 3. 4. Gosh, this yarn is so soft today. 5. And I say today because this yarn's always soft, but like it just has an extra softness. I don't know why. So you're Central Time still, right, Erin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9. All right, last stitch, I yarn over, go into the last one I came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, make sure I get the last stitch on the end here, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5, chain 1. So let's see, I need to flip back this way. So I need to take this direction. All right, so, yep, that was the direction I needed. All right, this tail I'm almost gonna sew in here soon because it's just in my way. All right, so look, our heart, it's so cute. It's like, I know it's just the bottom, but I'm just loving it over here. All right, so we're done with 16. So I marked that off. All right, so now we're gonna do row 17. So now we're gonna do 9 of the sparkle pink and then 12 of the dark pink. So 9, 12, 9. 9, 12, 9. So whatever you do on one side of the pink, the dark heart, the dark pink, you do on the other side. So that's why I said 9, 12, and then 9. All right, so I'm going to yarn over. Oop, let me pull it over here so I can show you what I'm doing here. So I yarned over, and I'm going to go into that chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. I know, like, and then this yarn is so soft, and so while you're working it up, this stitch makes it so soft and squishy that it's just fun to play with, to fidget with. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. So we want 9 of these before we switch to our dark pink. So we got 2, 3, 3, hold on, Izzy, 4, let me get these, let me get 5, I can remember 5, so yes, I'll take a picture of the 2 that I've already completed, and I will try to lay something that you're familiar with next to it, maybe like a skein of yarn, so you can kind of visualize how big it is. Yeah, I'll do a couple of, I'll do the 2 I've done already. Or I'll try to find the ones I can find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still had to count. 6, 7, 8, and 9, but don't finish 9. We're going to drop the sparkle, pick up the dark pink, finish the stitch, go through all 5 loops. Make sure you loosen this up first before you continue, just a little bit. You're going to yarn over, go into that last stitch you came out of, and under that dark pink strand as well. Pull up your loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink, into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. And then we're gonna do 12 of the dark pink. And remember, on the 12th one, we're gonna finish with the sparkle pink. So we go 2, 3, I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm glad that I'm explaining it well. 10. And then remember, I'll try to remember to show you how I do this, where I bring it up. All right, so I just did 10. I have 2 more to do. So here's the first half of 11. I'm going to yarn over. Make sure I not grab it, but what's the word I'm looking for? Where I go like in front and into the next stitch. But I'm going to make sure I'm still finishing my 11th stitch with the dark pink, right? I just want to make sure that I'm drawing this up so I can carry it to the next one, and then I'm just going to tighten it down so that it blends in to the rest of the sparkle pink next to it. So then I'm going to yarn over, go into that last stitch I came out of, making sure I'm going underneath that sparkle pink again, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, drop the dark pink, and pick up that sparkle pink you've been carrying for that stitch and a half. And then you're going to pull it through all 5 loops, and then we're going to go and start doing our 9 sparkle pink on the other side here. Okay, you yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of, pull up your loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, go through all 5. And then I like to tighten that down as I go along so that it keeps it neat and tidy. The only one I have issues with right here is right here, but you know, it blends in well enough that it doesn't really matter. So that's 1. Yeah. It's not bad. It really isn't. 2, the cat's meow blanket. 3. All right, when I get done with this row, I'm taking a drink of water. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, find the last stitch here, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5 on your hook, yarn over, chain 1. I mean, I should have just said chain 1, not yarn over. I think you understand what chain 1 means. All right, so I'm going to, this time doesn't matter which way it flips, so I'm going to flip that way. Okay, and we just finished row number 17. So let's see, where are we at? What's my time on here? It doesn't show. Oh, it does. 50 minutes. You know what? I want to get to at least 20. Let's see, we started on 12, so I want to get at least 10 rows done. So I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows. So I want to try and get 5 more rows done. So we are going to do 8 sparkle pink, 12 of the dark pink, and then 8 of the sparkle pink again. So 2, 3, 4, 8. Yeah. So 8, 12, and 8. All right. So we yarn over, go into the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 5. So we yarn over, go into the last one we came out of, yarn over, go into the next one, go through all 5. All right, so we wanted 8, 12, and 8. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we don't finish 8. We pull up the dark pink. We finish the stitch with the dark pink. Loosen it up. We yarn over, go into the stitch we came out of, and go under the dark pink as well. Pull up our loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink into the next stitch. Pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5. All right, now we're going to do a total of 12 of the dark pink. I keep moving up this way because this is getting so long that it's starting to get to the edge of the table, and I don't think to myself I need to just let it go into my lap to keep you guys right here. All right, so we need 11 more. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on a second. I think this is 7. I need to count. My kids were yelling at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and no, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I didn't count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not 12. Good grief. Why did I say 12? Ugh, okay. That makes more sense. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me take that half out. I'm gonna yarn over, get this light pink. I'm gonna go underneath it, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. Right? Yarn over, go under that light pink again, go into the next stitch, yarn over. Oh, you know what? I'm messing up here. Hold on. Go into that one. Okay, hold on. I'm not doing something right here. It's like really confusing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I was trying to do that too early. Here's 12. Now I want to do it here. Okay. Here's 13. I want to make sure I put I want to carry that light pink with me. So I want to make sure I grab it on the second half of this 13. All right. Go through all 5, yarn over. Make sure I go under the light pink into the last stitch I came out of, go yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over. I have 5 dark pink loops on my hook. I really hope I did not just confuse the crap out of anybody, because I was confusing myself. Alright, so I yarned over with my sparkle pink. I'm going to go through all 5. I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. And then I'm going to tighten down that dark pink. And I should be lining up correctly where it goes over 1 each time. All right. So I'm gonna do a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on this side. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You understood the confusion? Oh goodness. 6, 7. Yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of, draw up a loop, yarn over, make sure you get the top of the last stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, go through all 5, chain 1 to lock, as one would say. And then, let's see, I want to go over that way and get my yarn untangled from around my hook. There we go. Get over there, get over there. You're okay. We're all out of our way. All right, so we finished another row. I'm gonna mark it off. I finished row 18. And now we're gonna do 19. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the sparkle pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 7 sparkle pink, 16 dark pink. All right, so we're gonna yarn over, go into the chain space right here, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. Okay, I hope I was live, or I mean, live, muted just now, because I had to yell at my kids. Yes, Melissa, if you want to email me, here, let me, grab my keyboard real quick. Oh, and I need to make sure I'm in the chat here. All right, that is my email, and I will try to remember. I will try to check that later and send it to you if you want it. All right, so we need 7 of these, 16 of the dark, and then 7. 7, 16, 7. So we're increasing by 4, I think, in the dark pink, not 2. Because I went from, no, I'm only increasing by 2. I just didn't count to 14, I guess. Forgot. All right, so 3, 4, 5. This is the knotted half double crochet. You can make it however you want to make it. You know, whatever you're comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever you're comfortable with changing colors and stuff with. All right, so there's 7. We're going to drop the sparkle, pick up the dark pink, finish the stitch. I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch and under that dark pink strand as well, into the last stitch I came out of. Pull up my loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through all 5. No, it doesn't. As long as you do 1 stitch per box, it should be just fine and dandy. All right, so we're gonna do 16. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I said I was gonna take a drink and I didn't. 6, 7, 8. Is this going too fast for you guys? 9. 10. 11. 12. Later, Izzy. 13. 14. And then on the second part of 15, sorry, this is the first part, so I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, go under and in front of the sparkle pink there. You can see it going behind my hook. I'm going to go into this stitch, the next stitch, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, drop my dark pink, pick up my sparkle, and finish the stitch. Yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5. And then I'm going to take the dark pink and just, you know, tighten it up a little bit. And then we're going to do 7 total on this side. So we have 1 done. This is 2. Man, when the air cuts off in this house, it gets like quiet in my ear. 3. 4. 5. 6, and then we yarn over, go into the last stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, find the last stitch on the end here, pull up our loop. We have 5 on our hook, we yarn over and go through all 5 and chain 1 to finish that row. All right, so we just finished another row. Weird. chugging along. We got 3 more rows to go, and then I will end it for today. And we're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. We're gonna get a little faster and faster, I think. Sorry, I'm just putting my hand there, moving it, so you guys know I'm still there, still moving. It didn't freeze up on us. Alright, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna flip it over, because this time doesn't matter which direction we go. And then I like to make sure my yarn is on the back side that I start with here. I'm gonna yarn over, go into the chain space right here, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5. And then I just realized we didn't give counts, so give me just a second to pull the chart over here. Alright, so we're on row 20, and so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the sparkle pink and 18 of the dark pink. But I'm gonna double check because I done messed up once. I gotta make sure I don't do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, so we got 6, 18, and 6. And I need a new pencil because this one's out of lead. Does this one have any? Yep, okay. Alright, so we want 6 of the sparkle pink, so we're going to do 5 more. We have 1 done. This is 2. Gosh, this yarn is soft. 3. I recently made blankets for my 2 boys. There's 4. For the youngest, I used a big twist yarn and a yellow, I love this yarn strand together. And that one is super soft. And I made one for my middle child, very similar, the same stitch, a C2C, but I used both, I love this yarn, red and a variegated, a Dakota actually, the Dakota variegated. And oh my gosh, that blanket is like weighted and soft and squishy, and he loves it and I love it. And so I'm gonna make myself a double-stranded blanket of some sort in some yarn that I haven't, or I have the yarn picked out, I just don't know what stitch I'm gonna go with yet, or what pattern. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not finishing the 6, that's why I'm holding it here, and I wanted to finish my thought. I'm going to drop my sparkle pink behind, pick up my dark, finish my stitch. I'm going to loosen it up, yarn over, go under the dark strand and into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink and into the next stitch, pull up my loop, yarn over, and finish the stitch. Go through all 5, and then I'm going to take my light pink and tighten things up a little bit. And then I'm going to do 17 more dark pinks before I do 6 sparkle again. So we got 1, this is 2, 3, 4, okay, the air needs to kick back on, it is too quiet in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I get out of frame, please yell at me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then here's 17. So I'm going to do the first half and make sure I grab the, I'm going to keep doing the same dark pink, but I'm going to make sure that I pull up this light dark sparkle pink. I'm going to pull up my loop, so I have my 5 loops, yarn over, go through all 5. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit, make sure I go into that last stitch right there, and under that sparkle pink too. Pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up my loop, drop my dark pink, pull up my sparkle, finish the stitch. You're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of, pull up your loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, finish the stitch. And then I'm going to tighten that pink down. I don't do the tightening down until I finish the next stitch, only because it's kind of pointless, because if I tighten it down and then do the next stitch, I have to go back and tighten it down anyway. And it usually will stay tightened down for the most part if I do it now, after I finish this next stitch, and not before. Alright, so we want 5 more. So we're going to do 2 and 3. 4. 5. Alright, so for the 6th one, we yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up our loop, yarn over, find the last stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5, and chain 1 to finish the row. Alright, so we finished row 20. We have 2 more rows, and then I'm going to be calling it a day on this part of the flag. Oh, it's so cool. Alright, so we have 5 sparkle pink this time on either side, and 20 in the center. So if you had 5 and 5, that's 10, and then 20, that's 30. So 5, 20, and 5. Okay? 5 on either side of this, the heart, and 5 sparkle pinks on either side, and 20 dark in the center. Oh, that just feels fun. Alright, which way are we twisting? So it looks like we want to take this way. Okay. Alright, let me make sure I got all my, yep. Okay, all my yarn is situated now. Alright, so we're going to do 5 in the sparkle. So we yarn over and go into the chain space right here. Pull up our loop, yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5. And so we're going to do 4 more. Yarn over. And this is 2. Yarn over, go into the last stitch you came out of. Yarn over, go into the next stitch. Go through all 5. So there's 3, 4, and 5, but we don't finish. We drop the yarn, drop the sparkle, pick up the dark, finish our row, or finish our stitch with this, loosen it up. We yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, and under the dark pink strand, pull up our loop, yarn over, go under the dark pink strand into the next stitch, pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5, and then that's when I tighten up that light pink, and then we're good to go. You could, I've said this on the last flag, but I haven't been doing it on here. You could, in theory, go under here again into the last stitch, and then go into the next stitch like that. But I haven't been doing that, so I'm just going to keep it consistent. It really doesn't matter. You could go under the strand again, or you can just leave it and go in front of it, like I've been doing. So I yarn over, I go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, and then I finish. So it really doesn't matter how far you go with it, just as long as you do it the way we are doing it so far. Alright. I'm going to have to put some glue on these knots over here because they were actually loose. why are they loose? Anyway, that's why I don't trust knots, even with a surgical knot. All right, so we want 20 dark pink. So we have 2 done. So here is 3. And you can always fast forward through this area if you don't want to watch me count quietly. And I suppose if I recorded this, that I could, fast forward for you guys. But honestly, I've heard that people like seeing every stitch. Some people do, some people don't. And if you don't want to watch all of it, guess what? I do it when I'm watching people, especially if I've already watched the tutorial. I'll sit there and tap on my screen to fast forward through it just to get to where I need to go to, because I'm like, I already know this part. I need to get ahead. So 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Hold on a second, I'm going to refresh this. There we go. 12. 13. Why are you not showing me play? There we go. 14. 15. I'm still behind on my screen. 16. Hello, Miguel. 17. Making my new flag. Here's 18. And then 19, I'm going to, when I yarn over to go into my next stitch here, I'm going to make sure that I go in front of the pink yarn here, the light pink, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all, tighten that light pink up, yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up my loop, drop my dark pink, pick up my sparkle pink, finish my stitch, yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, yarn over, go into the next stitch. So you have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 5, and tighten that down. Oh my goodness, Miguel. You are another one of those people. I just need to come and put you in a bubble. We just need you to stop being sick. So 3, 4, and then last one we yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, yarn over, go into this last stitch here, pull up our loop, yarn over, go through all 5, and chain 1 to finish the row. Y'all, look how awesome that is. Like, that's the bottom half of the heart. Tomorrow we'll work on the top half with the little white part in it. I'll show you here in just a second. Alright, so technically I've done 10 rows, but I wanted to go to 22. So we'll do one more row, and then I will be done. Alright, so that's what I mean by the top half. We'll do that tomorrow. So let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm going to do one more row, because I did 11 yesterday, I'll do 11 today. I mean, that's not exactly even, but whatever. Alright, so we're going to do 4 sparkle pink on either side, and then we're going to have 24 in the center. No. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 plus 8. Okay, 22. My goodness. So 4 sparkle pinks on either side and 22 dark in the center. Oh, hello, pregnancy professional. So it is called the knotted half double. So I'm going to flip my work over, and I'm going to do the last row for today. All right, so we yarn over and we go into this chain space right here that we created with the chain 1. We pull up our loop, we yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up a loop. We have 5 loops on our hook. We yarn over and go through all 5. We want to do that 4 times. So we have 1. This is 2. So basically the knotted half double crochet is you're crocheting 2 half double crochets together. But because of how you do it, you go back into the previous stitch and then into the next stitch, it somehow does what it does. So I have come across this one because of the cat's meow blanket that I made, and I'm doing all my charts like this, and so for every square is a knotted half double crochet or a stitch. So you can really do it with any stitch that you want. But because I did the cat's meow and the reasons that they liked it is the reasons I like it, it does help with color changes. As you can see, I have nice, clean, for the most part, clean color changes. You do have to have a bobbin or skein of yarn or cake of yarn or something per color change, so that way you're not carrying it along with you. You just drop it, and it's called the drop and pick up method, I guess. So, all right, so here is the 4th stitch that I haven't finished. I'm going to drop my yarn just like I was talking about. I'm going to pick up my dark pink. I'm going to finish the stitch, pull this a little bit so it's not so tight. I'm going to yarn over, go under that dark strand into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go under the dark strand again into the next stitch here, pull up my loop, yarn over, go through all 5, and then I tighten down that light pink. So these are little garden flags that I'm making. So, I mean, in a way, I guess they're technically called kind of a tapestry because they're small, you know, small like images or something. I don't know what the definition is of a tapestry, to be honest. I've got 3 done. So I wanted 22. Yeah, 22. So here is 4, 5, and thank you, Miguel, for the compliment. 6. Next month we're going to be doing a clover that is already up on my community page. I've already got it ready to go and designed. I might even go and pick up the yarn tonight when I go to Hobby Lobby to get my yarn for my youngest's blanket, not birthday, blanket that I'm making for him, because he has requested yet another blanket from me, even though I just made him one a few months ago. 1, 2, 3, actually no, it's been a little bit more than that. Anyway, it was last year sometime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want 22. So here's 10. 11. And I will say that this stitch, when you go to tie in or to sew in tails, this stitch gives you a nice place to, like, you go in through the middle of these stitches here, and you can zigzag back and forth and grab a bunch of yarn, like split yarn and stuff inside these stitches, and then your tail hides like almost perfectly, like you can't even see it. And so I really love this stitch for hiding tails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're yelling upstairs for some reason, and I don't know why. 12. 12, I think. 13. Oh my goodness, this last one's gonna take me forever because I have to stop and yell at children. think that's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Woohoo! I'm counting in my head right. Alright. 16. I have to keep reminding myself to move over. 17. 18. Here comes the kitty cat. 19. I'm recording. Can you not rub on my stuff? Thank you. Back up. All the distractions in the world are hitting me right now. 20. And then 21, I'm going to make sure I pull up this yarn to carry it with me for the next stitch. So you know, make sure, hold on a second. Okay. So I have 5 loops on my hook. I'm going to finish the stitch like normal, and I'm going to tighten this up a little bit, that light pink. I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch I came out of, pull up my loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up my loop. Then I'm going to finish my stitch, drop my dark pink, pick up my sparkle, and finish the stitch with the sparkle pink. I'm going to yarn over, go into this last one I came out of, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 5, and then I tighten down the dark pink again. Alright, so we want 4 of the sparkles on the end. So we have 1, 2, Cat, you are about to push that off of there. Stop. 3. Yarn over. Okay. Stop pushing on the keyboard. My goodness, cats and rubbing their scent on everything. There we go. Okay, let's do this last stitch finally. Alright, so we yarn over, go into the last stitch we came out of, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next one, the last one here. Make sure you find it. Pull up our loop, yarn over and go through all 5. And then I'm going to chain 1 to finish that row. And then, because we're done for today, I'm going to take my stitch marker and put it in here so that it doesn't come out on me. And then I just kind of pull this down so it's a little tight there. So that is what we have done. Alright, so I'm going to cross off 22. Yay! So tomorrow is going to be nice and easy. We're going to have 3 all the way up for several rows. So it's going to be the same almost every time, except when we get to here. We're going to add our white in, but that is only 5 rows that we have to deal with. One little stitch of white right there. I almost should have done 2, just so it would, you know, take out these 2 down here. So that way, you know, because one stitch sometimes looks silly, but it'll be fine. So we'll have 3 on either side going up for a while, and then let's see, we're going to do rows 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll go from 23 to 33 tomorrow is the plan. And then I will show you what to do probably just to finish up that last little bit, because the last little bit is basically going to be the same as what we did down here, that you won't really need me to sit here and crochet out the whole last little bit here. So we'll cover that tomorrow. So that tomorrow should be our last day that we have to do, where I will be live doing the flag with you guys. So with that being said, I am done on here. I'm going to go wrangle my children upstairs, and no, I didn't say, you know, smuggle, you know what I mean. Go wrangle their behavior. So, if you guys have any questions, just reach out to me and I will try to answer them. And if you are wanting the graph like this, email me and I will get that sent to you. And I will see y'all tomorrow. So have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.